Locate a Winery went to Louis Martini Winery. It's one of our favorite places. The Louis Martini Winery is famous for their wines, and you can say they have become one of the most popular wines around the world with wine lovers. But as you drive up to the entrance of their building, you can see the area around them. It has luscious greenery and is small, quaint, and nestled along the major Highway 29 approaching St. Helena. And it actually looks like a house. Then you walk into the tasting room, and immediately there's a welcoming feeling, not only by its decor, but by the staff ready to greet you. There's also outside seating to enjoy your wine under the trees, which actually provides adequate shading. Even in July, the weather is very nice. As the temperatures were 100 degrees in other parts of the area, it was in the lower 80s in the valley. There are also wine barrels that line the outside seating area, as well as a spectacular view of the mountains in the background. As we walk through a room full of barrels, our host explained the barrels and the location are not stored in the temperature controlled room. These are the barrels that are transferred to another facility where they are temperature controlled and used to store their wines. Our host then took us downstairs to their underground cellar, which Louis Martini built himself. This cellar stays continually cool year-round, even when it's sweltering hot outside. There were large barrels down here used originally to produce massive quantities of wine, but the problem was the oak did not even have enough surface area for the wine to touch. That affected the taste. Louis started out with 1,300-gallon barrels, then 500-gallon barrels, and then in the end they ended up with 69-gallon barrels. The smaller size barrels allowed for much more flavor. The Martini family hosts their family events and gatherings in the cellar, but it's not typically open to the public events. On some special occasions and time frames, they may open it up, but it's rare. Louis Martini wines use different soil types, and each year they change, but they do utilize soil from all the regions around them. The most interesting part of the tour was learning about the gnarly vines. They have 100-year-old vines from Monta Rosa dubbed the Gnarly Vine. They call it gnarly because of the way it grows. Other vines grow up straight on a latch structure, but the Martini family allowed their vines to grow naturally. Even though it takes up a lot more space, they do not control how it grows. If you are in the St. Helena area, you must visit Louis Martini Winery and taste their fabulous wines. And remember, create a memory while sipping a glass of wine.